Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Our project today is Future Grid. My name is Mina, and this is my fellow Abdelmanem. We are representing our team, which consists of 10 members. We are all fresh graduates, and this is our graduation project. Okay, let me first identify the problem. As you can see here, as this graph, population is increasing through years. And as population increases, the demand on energy increases too. But here, the available energy resources are limited. Well, electricity is one of the most demanded energies around the world. The current electrical system has many disadvantages. Okay, I will show some of them quickly. Redundancy. Here, redundancy means when building a new power planet, we have to make just about 10 to 20% extra power generators, just in case if any failure happen in the grid, they can make sure that the grid is still performing so good. Okay. Although existing meters are read manually a month. Also, there is no monitoring of the electric grid. Okay, providing the existing electric grid provides no real-time data. Well, if you have real-time data, we can control the grid. We can maintain it, and we can, if a blackout is going to happen or something like it, a power outage or something like it, we can reduce it. We can maintain and reduce it. Although the existing meter don't enable customers to adjust their consumption, the existing meter increasing population requires new power plants, which requires more cost and generates more pollution. So many problems in the existing grid that I will just, here it is the last one. Okay, our project. Our goal is to design a smart meter to overcome all the limitations of the existing grid. Okay, this will require 3 components: hardware and firmware software. As a block diagram of our system, here is the smart meter, which is the core of our system. It connects to the devices at home to switch it on or off. It's also connected to the power utility company to take requests from it and exchange data with it. Okay? For the hardware, it consists of 3 units, just over there. The first unit is a measure unit. This unit can measure the kilowatt hours accurately. It provides the control unit with the current readings. It's also connected directly to the home's main AC outlet. The next one is the control unit. The control unit is responsible for the communication between the smart meter and the power utility itself. They exchange data through it controls. It's the core, as I said before, is the core of our system, and it's the brain of it. One of the most operations it does, and it's very important, is the priority list. The priority list enables the smart meter to matches power utilities requests with users' needs. Okay, so many things it does. It provides user with meter readings when he wants, as you can see in the LCD. It also has so many features: sends reading to the power utility, takes requests from the power utility, and so on. Okay, the third one is the home area network unit, which is a HAN unit. The HAN unit receives commands from the control unit. It's connected directly. This is the HAN unit. It's connected directly to the devices on our home. Okay, they are the ones who control to switch on or off, responding to commands came to it from the control unit. Okay. Well, the second component of our system is the firmware. The firmware is a sequence of commands which are written to control the operation of each hardware unit. It can be upgraded in the new versions. The third component is the software. Software is a website designed for the power utilities company user, for the user himself, to make the user have his customer information, his bills records, his current meter readings, his bill control, where the user can control his usage for the next month. He can put a plan for the next months, and our smart meter with the whole system controls it together to make him with his plan that he wants it to happen. Okay, for our system benefits, I'll let my fellow Abdelmonem to show it to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mina. Our system has several benefits in 3 sides. At first, for electric company side, it provides load balancing and reduce the power cutoff, minimize the probability of building new power plants, providing also dynamic pricing based on peak on and peak off hours, increasing utility income by avoiding malicious behavior. For user side, also reduce the probability of blackout and provide bill control that user can control his electric usage to save power and money. And also provide feedback about user energy use. Third, for environment side, reducing pollution from new planets and vehicle of meter readers. Our system differs from other applied smart grid system because it provides control of devices happened locally based on user preference. In addition to the benefits mentioned at the previous slide. Our system is suitable to be applied everywhere market. So our target market, our total market size will be the number of grid users. We will target our customer as following. The first 2 years, our early initial customer will be small power utility companies at new city because this segment will be easy to target. There is no change in infrastructure and it is still being designed. Starting from third year, we will target other big power utility companies. This figure shows the relation between the cost and our progress working. First part refers to the cost of our prototype. It costs $232. This part refers to the cost of our project as mass production. It costs $100. From this figure and our benefits, we will find our system is less cost and more efficient than building new power plants. Finally, I would like to show where we are and what is the next step. We successfully finished our first prototype. Just need the finishing touches. Now we are on the way of registering our idea as patent. Our next step is establish our own business to target the small power utilities company by showing a real case to convince them with our system benefits. Then we will convert our prototype to mass production. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed our presentation.
Who invented this technology? Who invented this?
Invented our team.
Your team. Who was the inventor on your team?
All of us invent this idea.
Okay, so you're all engineers and
Yes.
technology. I see.
We are all fresh graduates, by the way. It was our graduation project, as I said in the first.
I see.
customer were small power utilities. Is this meant to be sold to end customers?
Okay.
Or where is this device located in the
Uh,
system?
may the question again? The question again. Okay.
The device itself, if I understand it correctly, is
Uh-huh.
located in people's home.
Yes. Yes.
But your
Yes.
first customer is not the person living there, but
Exactly.
the power utility.
It's a power utility company.
Can you describe the business case thinking behind it a little bit?
Okay. I think my friend Monem will show this.
Yes, our system future grade not be applied after taking permission from power utilities, because it is our early initial customers. I can't target our customer directly, so we must take permission from power utility that applied this system.
So, both of them, the power utility and the customer, too, will have benefits from the system. So the power utility will be will find extreme advantage from this. For her sake, she will be the one who will make this system. For the system to be done, the power utility should the one who makes it, who makes the grid be compatible to work with this system. So it is our customer, not the user. The user will have our smart meter installed later. The company itself is the one who will be our customer that will take our project here and sell it to the users. The grid is hers. It's not for the grid is not the user. The user cannot install the meter at his home and it works on the grid. It can't be. The company should do this.
But so there will be sort of different power outlets in the houses which have different priorities then.
Exactly.
So what prevents the home user from, if one power outlet is switched off, he can take
It off
his
and
equipment and put it in another plug.
in our system, when the power utility sends to our smart meter some maximum power as not to overload more than it, it starts to see its priority list and gets the consumption. Okay, if the consumption is high, it will close devices. So if the user plugged out our outlet and brought his device directly to the AC, okay, the meter will our smart meter will find more power that has no sense, that doesn't make sense. Here is the user is making something wrong, and it can feedback a negative feedback for him to the company to see what it should do with him.
I'm just thinking, this is a great idea, but I think I've seen it before. Or how has it been protected? What's the new thing? I know my priority systems are available. My father has one in his home, prioritizing which device in his home to go on when the washing machine at night, so the machine and so on. But so what would be the IP or the protective part here?
Okay, smart meters are already exist. Yes, we know. On the priority list, here we have more privacy for the user. In most of the smart meters already designed, the power utility knows which devices at the user's home to switch off. The ones who takes much power. Okay, here the power utility doesn't know anything about the user devices. It only communicates with the smart meter. It only communicates with data about get me. I need your reading. I need some little information. I will give you the maximum power limit that you can't get over it. So, which device you are going to switch off? I don't know. The smart meter locally decides this. The power utility doesn't know anything about my devices. It's more privacy for the user himself.
Okay, but I'm thinking because the current devices, they're switching off when the price is low. So it doesn't go to the power utility company, it actually goes on the power cost. It's basically in Sweden's Nubo.
Excuse me?
It's the market price of the energy it goes on. Shuts off or turns on.
The market
Market price.
price?
So the market price is available on the internet. So you can see market price, and you can control the device or your home appliances when the prices are cheap. Basically, when there's a current available.
Yes. When the current is available, you mean when the current is available? When the current is available, there is no need to switch users devices off. Why should I do this? I as a company, as a power utility company, I will be happy that the user will use much power and I get much money as he wants this. But here we offers many options for the user, so he can manage his usage. Okay, but if current is ready and he is able to pay, then it's okay. If the company is happy, the user is happy too, I think.
So just, I think you slightly misunderstood my question, or my issue here. However, if you pinpoint IP, you say you're in a way patenting something. What
Yes.
would that be? What will the problem be that you're patenting?
هنعملها عليا.
We will register our idea as patent for our feature in our system, such as privacy and priority list. Now we are in the way on registering this patent.
What types of patent searches have you done in this area? Have you looked at other patents of others?
In other patents,
Have you done a patent search on this?
patent research. عملت patent research. Patent research دورت على patent.
No, we applied our system to organization that responsible for patients in our country.
Just some background information, as I know very little about Egypt. How do you generate your electricity, and are there many local power utilities? Is the grid owned by the state? How is the entire system connected?
Well, in Egypt, it's a little different. In Egypt, the most widely thing used to generate power is through water generators. Okay, and the one who is concerned with this is the government. There is no companies that are competing in this field. It's one grid that's for all Egypt, that's connected to all of Egypt. The government is the one who rules it. For our market in Egypt, we have to target our government at the Ministry of Electricity.
Have you established those contacts, and what has been the response?
We are working on it through the Ministry of Communication. Some people there watched our project, and it's good for them. They found it good, and they are making a relation between us and people in the Ministry of Electricity, so we can show them a real showcase of this as a product controlling a real home or a
The
real
government
building.
provide me permission to applying our system on real building, that in smart village in Egypt,
Through the Nile University, if you know it.
Yeah.
with cooperation with Nile First.
Just as a follow-up, but there is a real problem in Egypt with peak loads and power outages. So this would be then the driver for.
Of course, we exactly, especially this summer. This summer we had so many blackouts, regional blackouts in Egypt. So it was the thing that gave us the idea of this project. This is the one that lead us to think about something to overcome the problems that we are having in Egypt and many other countries through Africa.
in our country, we suffered from this problem averagely 6 times per day.
You mentioned that part of your IP was privacy.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with this area, I must confess, but is that a big headache for the consumers?
Uh-huh. Well, if for the smart, not all consumers, but many of consumers think that when the power utility knows about what devices they use at their home, the power utility can gather information about the user's behavior, and it can pretend on it. So this is for them a privacy violation. We did the privacy to overcome this problem. This is a big problem for them, a mass problem.
But why is it a problem? You have one client, and that's the state utility, and what are they going to do with that information?
It's not. We are not doing it for only Egypt. We are trying. Did I answer the question? You mean in Egypt? I am targeting Egypt. So what they will make with this information? Well, we are not targeting only Egypt. We are targeting so many other countries where privacy is something that's very important. And in Egypt, not most of users, but many users find this privacy is. I don't want the government to know anything about me. I don't know this.
Another country suffers from the user privacy because the power utility can monitor the daily user behavior that can make analysis about their lives. So we will, our project will solve this problem.
But the main benefit being to cut off peak load.
Cut off peak load.
Yeah.
Uh,
To avoid this power outage.
Yes,
I think
yes.
This is really.
Yeah, this is the most advantage for our project in buildings like our building Egypt. This will be the most features that they will look for it to overcome the problem that's already happening and increasing by days.
Which other countries in Africa do you think would have a demand for this?
A lot of African countries suffer from this problem averagely 56 days per year. So this is big problem in Africa.
And this is better than having a similar device imported from the US or from Europe or China?
ده أحسن من نجيب devices من أفريقيا من USA وأمريكا.
Smart meter.
Okay.
Our system, our distinctive technology in our system is our system differs from other applied smart meter because of privacy. We will offering privacy for user and priority list that user can interact with the smart meter to choose his priority, the priority of his devices.
Okay.
So our system is distinct.
I see.
Have you done a search to look what other devices that can do?
What other devices?
Other similar products, what they can do? Have you done a search? Search other companies and other.
Not
Research,
very
but
not a very big research that we
There is
didn't
no
get all smart meters
other
applied
system.
in the system.
same our smart meter.
Just I would like to mention that all of the hardware and firmware software components are made by our at home. They are homemade, but by our hands. The ones that you have seen, we are or all of it homemade through our project.
Thank you. Time is over.
Thank you.